Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video I'll be solving this eye straight top model from TUTOTIAL's website in SolidWorks. This is, I think, the only tier 7 model in this website. Yeah, I gotta say this one is deservingly tier 7. When I first saw this in the World Championship Arce versus Ricardo, I was so amazed. And yeah, this part looks clean, but yeah, it's not easy. So let's start modeling it. Units MMGS material ABS. Begin with the template from the top view. Let's draw our center rectangle. It's 134 width and length is 200 plus 10 plus 18. Pretty tricky ones. And the four corners have a radius of 17, and we'll extrude it 1.5 only. As my x height is given, let's draw again in the no, I believe we can use corner rectangle here. This one is 128. Here to here is 3, and the length is 200. Center to this edge is 100. That's it. Let's extrude it. Now we'll add the fillets of 9 in the corners, and then okay, and then we will extrude it up to a max height 16.5. There we go. Now we can create the radius 1.5 around the top edge. It's given here in the purple notes. Now our game plan should be, we want to create a revolved cut here, spherical cut, then pattern it using fill pattern, and then we will shell it out and then add those holes. That's our plan for now. So yeah, now we want to create the let's create this simple cut here. It's just slot, I believe. So let's create a center line as it looks symmetrical. Slot, center point slot right here. Outside to outside 30. 6 is the dial, which is 3 is the radius, and this edge to this edge is 6. We can see all of this in this detailed view, and let's just create this arc. This one goes here to the tangency 2, and end to end is 10. Keep the center in this center line. That's fully defined. Now let's choose contour selection to cut these two through all. There we have it. Now we can choose the front plane to sketch on, and here this center is actually 1.5 from the top surface. Now draw a circle here of 12.5 times 2 dia, as this is radius 12.5. And now what we want to do is join it, cut the top portion, select this line, S key, revolved cut, and 360 cut here. There we go. Now we can actually fill pattern this feature. So go features, expand this linear pattern, choose fill pattern. Fill pattern is defaulted to work in 60 degrees. And how do we know it's 60 degrees? You can see it right here, it's 60 degree typical. So we know it's 60 degrees, and we want to fill it with the whole surface, and we will be only satisfied when this is matched. So distance from instances is 28. The boundary should be this one, And now features and faces, this feature. Okay, so the layout is also important, but more importantly we want to, okay, this is 28. Yeah, now there's a way to increase like the gap, how much tolerance we are giving it. So this one will actually be our crucial factor. This is actually saying margins, so we don't want to exceed this margin of this boundary, it's saying to us. So this one looks about right. 7 on the top, 7 on the top, 6 after that, 6 after that. Each distance has 28, 60 degrees, everything is perfect. So we'll just hit OK with this one and see what happens. Yeah, looks exactly how we want it to look. Now, do we add the fillet after we shell it out, or do we add the fillet before we shell it out? I think we do it before we shell it out. No, after we shell it out. So the shell thickness is 1.5. Looks good. Now the cyan fillets are radius 1. So we can use the SolidWorks option of selecting a lot of internal loops. So it will select all the internal loops, even the inside ones, or not. No, I don't think so. Let's check it out with 1 millimeter. So it selected all the internal loops on the top surface and filleted it 1. Now let's choose this surface and create one hole here. Maybe here. I like to create a straight pattern. So one hole here of, okay, let's do it from the top. One hole here of, every small hole has a dia of 3.5. So one here and one here. We will cut it through all both directions. Then we can use this two cuts to linear pattern. Let's go across this edge first. This should be 28 times 2. No? It is not 28 times 2. Okay, so it should be, okay, let's go for this edge. This one should be 28. Let's increase the instances and let's go here and choose instances to skip. We're gonna skip this one and this one. We can't skip this one. Yeah, that's weird. We can't skip that one, so let's do it this way, and then I think only 3 cuts will be left. Now let's choose these two features and linear pattern it here. Now this is not 28, so we just need to calculate the distance from here to here. So go here, draw a line, I guess. Check 48.5, yeah. So it's 48.5. Linear pattern it 48.5, and there we go. Now these cuts don't even matter, so let's decrease it to 3, and there we have it. Now this is not the best way to model it, but I think it's the fastest way to model it. I think the best way would be to use sketch patterns, but I don't like those at all. Okay, that's done. Now all we are left with are those ribs, I believe. Nothing else is left. So there are 6 ribs. We can just create one and then pattern and mirror it. So the first rib should be, okay, not this with right plane. See this one, and here it says the rib location is 7 from the bottom. So if we just sketch a line here and give it a dimension of 7 from the bottom. Now we can just rip it out, flip the side, 1.5 ribs. See, it works perfectly fine. Now we can linear pattern it, this edge 2 times. Spacing of ribs is 56. Hit OK. Looks good. Now we can mirror this across the right plane. Failed to create the rib feature. Geometry pattern is correct. Now all of these three across the front plane, mirror it out. Let's go. And I think that is all we are left with. Now the model is done. Let's give it a color, orangish, and there we have it. Nice little model. Eye straight up. Let's check the mass. It's correct, 78.84. Oh yeah, it's correct. We did it in the first try. Fill pattern so awesome, but it doesn't work with holes for some reason. But nonetheless, this was a nice workflow except for the holes. Everything was pretty smooth. Okay, thank you for watching this video. We'll meet again in the next one. Peace out.